about the chi lessons, I think many people do actually feel chi, and many people actually do and work with chi in terms of day-to-day life, also unconsciously. And many people try to practice it, and still they fail. And many people are not aware of it and not actually using it and are actually practicing it in any case and not interested in it. So there's a variety of segments from the chi. So the word chi, I think, comes from China, and it's somehow related to the life energy and stuff, which is actually correct. And I think the Chinese traditional medicine has lots more information about this. In this video, this is only my how I discovered it and how I started using it. And just keep in mind, I'm not like a professional chi master or something. I want to share to you my own studies and my own researches and my own practices for you. So anyway, let's start. So the main thing and the easiest thing for people to understand that there are like several chakras, and that would be really easy for somebody to describe. I would not use chakras. I would use more, there are these energy centers that you call chakras, like I call them several times, like nerve or etheric body channels where the energy flows through. It's like more connected, like the third eye, I don't know how these sides are called, and the forehead center goes through to the middle of your brain, to the pineal gland, and then on the back side, and then on top of the head. So these are the most common centers of perceiving energy from higher dimensions, perceiving also visionary insights and sensational insights and so on. So there's also, which is really common in chi practices, is the solar plexus center. Is I call it the sun in your body, but it's more of the strength and confidence you have. It's that you know what to do and you know how to do it. You know what to do and you are doing it. You're not blocking yourself from any action every moment. So it's also related to chi center, because I see that energy as a glowing golden yellow, golden glowing yellow, and this center is many times blocked by fears. So if you have fears or stress, it stays here in your where the stomach actually is. And then there is the most important center, which is the knob, or where your, I don't know, call it the, these pipes where the food flows through. I don't know how it's in English called. In Latvian call it zarnas. Or maybe it's intestines. I don't know, whatever. So it's where the knob is, and this is for chi practices, this is the most important place, or this is the place where all of your chi is stored. And as I remember from channeling other beings, from channeling Enrico, from channeling different beings from different civilizations and dimensions, one of these channelings, they were describing this, and I got a little bit understanding what it actually is. It's a place of where your clouded like chi energy is stored. It's a place where if the chi you start to accumulate or harness the chi, it starts building up from there, and you could feel your energy body rises out. So that's the second center. So, and also another and a really important thing is, many people get from practicing meditation, practicing chi lessons, they get different sorts of pains. Heart, like solar plexus, like a rock, stiff and painful. Vegetative dystonia, they sometimes call it. Maybe in English it's pronounced a little bit differently, but still, maybe you got the point. And these are the legs. This is one of the most important things: the legs and feet, and your. You can call it root chakra, but it's the inner hips that you have. This is also a really important thing. So these could be the most common, and palm centers and fingers. These could be the most common and most useful and most oftentimes felt energy centers that one may have. In some advanced figures, there's the forehead. In advanced situations, I mean, forehead and here, top right here, I call it the channeling center. It's the top of the head. Maybe it's related to crown chakra, but I still think that there's another energy center right here. So before you start doing the chi lessons, it's really important that you do not hurry, and you do not you do not think too much. You need to calm down your mind. You need to calm and be relaxed, because the more stress you have, the more are you blocked. The more stress you have, the more inner muscle tensions you have, and it completely blocks the energy flow. And the first thing first is also you need to know what you want to do with that chi practice, which you have or which you want to practice. So it's really important. What do you need? Your intention. What is your intention for each meditation? What is your intention for also for this chi lesson? So, and giving us or giving yourself the agreement or the allowance or the thought that I want to spend this meditation in peace. I want to spend this meditation only to feel my energy. Gives you the allowance to access it. Your body adjusts to your thinking. Your body adjusts to your intention or thought, and you allow yourself, by agreeing that you wish to practice, you allow yourself to become more aligned and concentrated and focus on the idea. And this is the same also as in channeling. That in the channeling, it's really important to first of all allow for a communication to happen, and first of all allow the beings to come closer to you, the higher consciousness beings. Anyway, let's get into it. So in this lesson I will just try to keep you brief, beginning of brief. The microphone was not plugged. I'm really sorry for that, for the live stream. In this video I want just to give you a little brief, a little brief explanation. So chi flows focused on your breathing. So your breathing has to be aligned, has to be the same as your inner state. So and the opposite way around. So you have to be completely relaxed and follow your breath, follow how you breathe, feel your breathing. And breathing is the thing that helps to move your chi. While you breathe in, you take the chi from the around, and when you breathe out, you release this chi, and this happens automatically. And it's not that important in the beginning that you feel this chi so much or you feel it really less. It's more about getting yourself being aware of that you feel it, and being aware. Now I feel it. Now something going on. Okay, and it's the way you have to learn it yourself. It's not like somebody will teach you. You have to learn it yourself. So many say like, oh yeah, here's the door, but I only can show you the door. You have to walk through it. So it's really that same, that chi is never to be seen. Actually, it can be seen, but it's with your physical eyes. It's never can be seen. Nobody can actually prove its existence, but you feel it. You sense it. Sometimes you even smell it, and your soul, your energy body works with it, and energy body works with feelings and sensations. So, in simple words, you have to work it with sensations and feelings. Then you're rediscovering how it works best for you. So anyway, as I see it, as I have learned it, as I am practicing it, and there are two types of chi energy. One is from the ground, one is from the above. In simple words, one is the energy of the nature, and one is the energy from the above, which actually comes from the higher dimensions, from the place you came down here. Our inner energy body is like an antenna. Our soul or energy body is an antenna which we manipulate, we work with it. That's actually our true self inside, which is present constantly at this moment while you're watching, and it's the source of the energy movement. It's the source of how you work with your energy. So on one side, we may be thinking that We use our mind, our brain, and it works, and we figure out several things, and we need to figure out chi, and we need to figure out how it works, and so on. But it would be using your mind. So chi actually works using your feelings, using your sensations. It's a place where the mind doesn't actually tap in. You can use your mind to focus, or you can use your mind to think or rediscover, or then come to a conclusion. But it's all about like this. So it's more about the self. It's more about the awareness. It's more about feeling, the sensation. It's not so much about what's going on. It's more about feeling. Allow yourself to feel. The more you allow yourself to feel, the more you allow yourself to, in a way, focus, but focus on the moment, feel the moment, the more you start to flow with energy. So the energy from the below, which is from the nature all around us, I call it the fog-like energy, because I see it as a fog-like energy. It expands your energy field. It can densen your energy field. It also releases your inner nerve system, so it gives you a relaxive state and expands your energy field. So without this energy, we could not actually have the top energy, which comes from the higher dimensions, because from the top the energy comes down. It somehow mixes together with the fog energy. For example, fog energy comes in, for example, it's a little bit gray-like, something like the background here. It's fogged and it's gray-like and stuff like that. But energy from above, it's like sparkling, for example, golden or bright white color. Sometimes it's a little small particles come down, and it enlives your energy body, enlives this energy field. But if we do not have this energy field, there is no place for this above energy to be stored on. And sometimes the more expanded energy field we have, the more we can get from the above. And the above energy can also bring you information, insights, connection with spiritual realms, and so on and so on. So it's a huge concept. I do teach people to channel, and I do have some channeling lessons also on my website. But I was like thinking, I think more people could reach such stuff, because it actually helps in your overall life. It actually helps in your overall spiritual growth, you could say also. So I think it's really also necessary to share many stuff just to the world for free, for just for people to discover something new, something amazing, or feel something new, something amazing. So here's the gift. It's not the gift. It's how I have studied and learned by myself, and how I wanted to share. So that's it. So all this video will be about that. So I have never read any books about chi, and so maybe there's better stuff out there. So anyway, but I have watched several chi masters who like push people, and like, wow, I know how to do it. I knew how to do it. But I have never actually tried that. So anyway, so from the above and from the below, below expands your energy field. From the above enlivens, sparkles it, sparkling. I call it energy of light, but it's like sparkling. It's sparkling. Miracle? No, miracle is like a miracle, but like anyway. Like this, it sparkles like this, small dots. Sometimes when you look above the clouds, when it's a little bit the sun is shining, sometimes you can see that chi energy flowing around like particles, shiny particles of energy. When I start sometimes to channel, people say that there's a huge golden energy field around my head, and I say, yeah, I feel it. When I enter the channeling, the energy field just comes and pop out. I'm channeling, so I don't know anything about what's going on. So, yeah, and so the idea is to harness the energy from the below at the beginning, from nature, from the ground, from the earth. I call it from the ground and from the around, and then we can harness the energy from the above, and those are, you may say, separate things, but really important things. So having a lack of energy from the ground can lead you to having different pains in your body from the energy above, and so it has to be a balance. So when we start doing channeling, and we sit like this and we're about to connect to different beings, and it's I call it, it can get stressful and painful. Heart starts beating faster, solar plexus starts squeezing faster, so you have to be completely relaxed, and this energy from the blow allows you to be relaxed and allows this energy flow to go through you. Another thing is, when I do channeling, is the beings always put their feet on the ground, and without any socks, naked feet on the ground, and start touching it. They want energy to flow freely through. So that's another key thing. Do not miss this part out. Okay. So the practice. So the beginning of the practice. Although I can share lots of more information. Ask your questions. Write comments. Visit the website Art of Peace. Write me there, let's have a chat, ask questions, so I can share lots of more information about also sharing the video format. So anyway, so before we start, let's just make you feel the chi by itself. Let's just give you a practice how you can feel your chi by yourself. So just start a simple thing. Close your eyes. I don't think that will be difficult at the beginning. Just close your eyes and tune and start feeling how you breathe, how your body breathes. Just feel how you inhale and feel how you exhale. That's all you need to do for a moment right now. Let's just do it for a couple 10 minutes. The overall exercise is a quick exercise. Let's just do it for 10 minutes to not give you too much experience at first, so you have time also to adjust to it. And start just feeling how you breathe. And it's really important at the beginning, especially when you have never felt your energy or chi. It's really important that you enjoy how your body breathes, and to do this, breathe your belly full. Like when you inhale, your stomach and your body expands a little bit because of the air and oxygen that you're taking in, and when you breathe out, your body completely compresses back in and is completely relaxed. And then you breathe in again and breathe out. Make this as a pleasurable, sensational, something when you go to sleep, or in a hammock, in a sun shining, sun bathing, and you're a little bit swaying to the left, to the right. Birds around are singing. It's so warm outside. You breathe in again, and you breathe out, and you become so pleasurably relaxed. You become more relaxed by every breath you take. And the important thing is, stop actually feeling your body that much. Stop paying attention to it that much. Just allow to be in focus with your breathing. And enjoy your breath. I call it peace. Is that state, is that space between your inhale and your exhale. And it's that time, that little gap is the peace state. And it's that little gap between the thoughts, between one thought and another thought. So that's the peace state. And the more you meditate, the more you relax, the more this gap becomes larger and larger and larger, and you sense it, and that's when you are in the peace state. Okay, and I want you to put your palms, your hands facing upward, or a little bit to your body. Let's say a little bit to your body and upward. It doesn't actually matter right now at this point in what kind of a position are you sitting. You could be standing, you could be sitting in a lotus position like I'm sitting right now, or you can be also sitting on a normal chair while your feet is touching the ground. Okay, and while you're feeling and concentrating on your breathing, start feeling your legs constantly on each inhale, on each exhale. Start feeling your legs, feet, and the surface below you on which you are sitting on. And every moment, focus and feel your legs, your feet, and your inner hips. This area, this first center. And the key is where you focus, where you feel, is where you are moving your energy, where are you storing your energy. So by feeling your feet, legs, and hips, you start activating these centers by concentrating energy there. And when you do that, you can start your legs, I want to say feet, legs, this hip region, start a little tinkling, or some I experience as a strange feeling, but also how your feet feels at that moment, how your feet feels. Just observe, feel your legs, feel your feet, feel your hip region, and then do the following. Feel them, constantly feel them, and breathe in. From the feet above, and breathe out again from the feet, from the legs below. One inhale through the feet and one exhale through the feet. And with that you are guiding the energy up while feeling that you guide this energy up. With inhale and with exhale, guide it back down. And you can feel, when the practice is, you can feel strange feelings. So at the beginning they could be various, but in normal situation, tinkling, feeling vibration coming up at the beginning. And when you practice even more, you will feel that it comes up. And sometimes I practice only breathe in by one leg, and the leg becomes like stiff, like muscles start to activate, and the other leg is weak still. So then to take the energy from the other leg, and it becomes also like grounds yourself, I would say. All right, and then do breathe in from the spine up and out for the top of the head. And then just start stretching your fingers. Just start massage your palms and your fingers on each hand. and the centers. I never had such a clean skin. I'm thinking, well, what happened? And talked to my body one time. I said, I want you to adjust cleansing of my body. So the skin feels so natural at this moment. And then I was getting so thirsty constantly every day. Thirsty. I drink a lot of water. Anyway, put your hands like this, and while you're breathing, feel your palms, feel your hands. These places, the palms. I think they call it palms and fingers. And while you feel them, try to take a deeper breath inside. Feel your palms and do a focused, concentrated breath. And do it repeatedly, and make sure always that you have a completely relaxed breathing. Don't overdo it. Just have a completely relaxed breathing. When the palms start to activate, you can start feeling itchiness, tinglingness on the palms. Some also experience heat, some experience coldness. Just breathe in, breathe out, through your palms. And then put your fingers like this, together. And still focus and feel your palms. Breathe in through them and breathe out. And observe and feel what kind of sensations happen in your fingers and your palms. And then create a little space between the palms, like a couple of centimeters, and hold your hands like this. Breathe in through your palms, breathe out through your palms, and in easy, steady movement, start moving your palms a little bit closer, a little bit backwards. And breathe in through your palms and breathe out. And now, pay attention to the energy field, what's in between the palms. Pay attention to what's happening while you're squeezing your palms a little bit together, while you're releasing them back forward, and just keep it a steady, non-physical movement, flowing movement, and try to feel the energy field between, because you're concentrating, you're breathing out energy from the palms, it concentrates in the middle, and you can start feeling this chi ball, this chi energy ball, how it's often called. And when you do feel it, concentrate on that chi energy ball and use your hands to move it. Use your hands to squeeze it a little bit, use your hands to a little bit move it. The more you practice, the more intense and the more larger you can start feeling this energy ball. And now try to do it with the movement. Try to do it without any focusing on physical muscles. Try to just feel constantly this energy. Try to constantly pay attention to this energy. Don't let your awareness go other place. And move it a little bit upwards and a little bit downwards. A little bit down to the hip region, a little bit up to the top of the head, a little bit to your hand, a little bit to the other hand. The knuckle from the above through your knees and again up. And start doing these movements. It is a healing movements. It really help to move your energy. Right. And then this one small lesson you can continue and practicing it. You can ask questions on the comments. I'm open to a conversation. We can also do like video talks and all that stuff. And practice this a little bit. After this video, continue practicing it a little bit if you like it. If you like this feeling and so on, and if you are willing to experience more about chi, continue practicing this, and I will share more videos later. So at the end of your practice, keep in mind that while concentrating energy around us, we send our chi energy away in the around, or in the arms, in the palms, and top of the head. And it's really important also to get back our energy, because I'll talk about this in the next video, how the body actually uses this energy. But it's really important to have it back. So just take it back, and when you start squeezing it in the second center, some may have this, skin turns to goose skin, Some may feel vibrations also from the top of the head. And move it inside the body. Move it inside the body. Move it up and down. Move it up and down. And if you now have a tensed breathing, just pay attention to complete emptiness inside of you. It will be just like, and allow this energy to balance out by itself. Because we started to doing this and stuff, and with the energy balls, now it's just to move it out. Just move it out, cleanse it out, send it out, and relax for it to move out and balance out by itself. Just do, as I call it, empty breathings. Allow the body to completely breathe free. Don't try to breathe by itself. Don't do conscious breathing. Allow the body to breathe by itself. Okay, that's it for today's, I would say, chi lesson. And as always, after some meditations, I like do this. Thank you for watching, and see you guys soon, wherever or from wherever place you might be on this globus or outer space or other dimensions. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.